Today we're going to be building Europe's first ADRO GR86. Ever since I got this car, I've been telling you guys that this build was going to be mad, and I always deliver on my promises. From factory, when these cars first got released, I was never very impressed with how they look. They look a little bit too tame, but then ADRO released this, and I knew I had to get one. We're not called AUTOID, the vehicle styling shop, for no reason, because today we're going to do styling on this vehicle. Let me give you guys a quick breakdown on this kit because there's a lot that has to go into this. This is one of the party pieces, the replacement front bumper. The factory bumper is pretty tame, as I said earlier, and this one's going to add in a load of aggressive lines and make the car really stand out on the road. And down there is the front splitter that's super aggressive to tie it all in. And here's all the gubbins that make up the front bumper. You might be wondering what these boomerangs are. They're actually headlight trims that are going to make the car look even more aggressive once this bumper's fitted. Here is the extremely aggressive rear diffuser because the front of the car is going to need some backing up from the rear. It's finished in 2x2 carbon fiber twill that's going to look super clean and very premium on this car. This isn't an ironing board. This is actually the rear wing and it's absolutely huge. I haven't put it together yet, but once it is together, it's going to look a little bit like a GT3 RS. The thing I love about this rear wing is that it's actually finished in a satin 2x2 carbon fiber twill, and they're going to be paired up with these billet metal black wing legs. Last but not least, stupidly aggressive side skirts to tie it all in together. This isn't going to do the parts any justice just sitting on the floor, so we need to get them on the car as soon as possible. First things first, we need to get this bumper and all of its gubbins to our paint shop to get it colour matched to the car. I'm actually so excited that I've got a trim, and I've decided while the bumper's being painted, we are going to start fitting the massive rear wing. So let's get this built up and drilled in onto the car. First up, we've got to get these wing legs mounted to the wing. We're off to a great start because we just started fitting the wing legs backwards, so it would have been, yeah. Wings all built up and it is absolutely huge, but that was the easy bit. Now we've got the hard bit, which is actually going to be bolting it to the car. So we made a bit of progress off camera and the rear wing is now installed and it looks absolutely ridiculous being this big with the car still stock. But if I open this up, you can see the mounting point. So we had to Dremel out a little bit of the inner boot skin to then mount this carbon plate, which is going to hold them, support the wing. And then this part of the boot is actually plastic and it separates. So we had to pop that off, and it's also got like a little metal plate behind it just to make sure that this is incredibly solid. So now I'm just going to pop on this back boot pan, which is literally just a little sheet that goes over, get that all bolted up, and then what I do need to do is actually adjust the wing, because if you come this way at the moment, I don't know if you can see, but it almost looks like the wing is facing down a little bit, so I'm just going to angle it up ever so slightly so it just looks a little bit more aggressive. To adjust the rake, you've got this little bolt here, and that's going to allow us to tilt the wing up and down, and then also we can adjust these side bits just to get that all lined up as well. So the rear wing is all fitted now, and I've just put the car on the ramp because it's time to start fitting the ADRO bumper. So these bumpers are just held on with pretty much loads of clips and a few bolts along the top. So after we've undone them, we've got a few clips down here and a few clips underneath, and then the bumper will literally just pop off. So we're going to pop all them clips off now and get the bumper removed. So after all the clips and everything are out, you've got to make sure you unplug the indicators either side. And then over here, you've got the washer jets. Make sure you actually take these out first, because last time I didn't do that. And they just pinged off into the abyss. So get these removed, they just come off by clips. I learned my lesson last time when removing this bumper. So I've got a second pair of hands, Casper's also helping us. We've just got to pop this off now and the rest is just on clips, and then we can get it on this trestle and out of the way. And there is a few bits on here that we're gonna have to transfer onto the new bumper. So bumper's all off now. We've got to work out what parts from this transfer onto the new bumper. So first of all, we're gonna start building up the ADRO bumper and then we'll work it out as we go along basically and get that all installed up. Also, look how nice these Eventuris look. So this is a factory bumper here, and we've got this big grille piece for the center grille. That's got to get removed, and that will give us access to take this Toyota badge off and get that installed on the new bumper. So we're going to work on doing that now. So we've run into what is actually quite a big issue, to be honest. So the ADRO replacement front bumper was designed for the American market. With the American market, it doesn't have the side indicators. There is no mounting point to mount the indicators from this bumper, which is here, just here. And also there is no hole for the washer jets here. And the issue is, without having the side indicators, this car will no longer be compliant for the UK roads. So what we're gonna do is carry on installing the bumper for now. We're speaking to the guys at ADRO because they're gonna develop a fix for this. They were a little bit unaware of the rules over here in the UK, but that is probably gonna take some time. So most likely with this bumper, we're gonna have to come up with a fix. So we're either gonna have to cut the sides of the bumper out and install the factory indicators, but if we can't do that, we might have to come up with another aftermarket way of maybe fitting some aftermarket indicators. So yeah, that isn't ideal, but we're gonna work on a fix for that. With the front bumper, it also replaces the headlight brackets as well because the new front bumper is moulded slightly differently. So I'm going to get this plastic piece uninstalled and install the new one. So Casper is going to start building up the rest of the bumper, and that is almost ready to go on. We've just got to fit the headlight trims and jobs are good. In the meantime, I'm going to start taking off this stock rear diffuser and start fitting the new one. It's just on with a few pop clips below and a couple bolts, and then this will pop out and the new one slots in with a bit of 3M tape holding it to the bumper. So I was just saying that you're probably going to have to remove the rear diffuser, but it turns out this one literally just slots over factory one. So it's going to be the easiest diffuser to install in the world. We've just got a 3M prep wire at the top of this, and that's going to be what mounts to the car, and then you've got a few pop clips that go in each corner. Easy.
Right, whilst Nathan's been fitting the rear diffuser, I've managed to get the front bumper on. As you can see, I'm holding this in my hand because this doesn't fit on to the new bumper. So if you do ever put this bumper on, make sure you remove this. Otherwise, it won't sit flush and it won't line up on either side. I've just put a couple screws in just to hold it in, but I'll finish up buttoning it up and it'll be all good to go.
Diffuser is now all installed and it looks absolutely beautiful. The car actually makes a bit of sense now with the rear wing being as big as that. But one thing I did have to do is just adjust the exhaust tips. If you've got a factory exhaust and you're going to be fitting this diffuser, where it slips over the factory diffuser, you're going to need to bring the tips out, and you won't be able to do that with the factory exhaust. So bear in mind, you will need aftermarket tips or an aftermarket exhaust. But when it's all together, it looks absolutely beautiful. And I've got to say, that is probably the easiest diffuser I've ever fit. We've got two things left. We're going to be bolting up the front splitter to the bumper because Casper's just finishing aligning all the bumper and everything. And then side skirts and the ADRO build will be complete, which I'm very excited about. I'm so excited to see it on the floor and see it all come together, because at the moment, when we just add that on, I was a bit unsure. Front bumper and splitter has been installed and I absolutely love it. It looks so sick. What was it like to install, Casper? Because you've done most of the install.
Pretty easy, just like the OEM bumper, same bolts, everything. The only thing I'd mentioned already is the crash bar, the little foam bit. Make sure you remove it, otherwise the bumper won't line up. Apart from that, yeah, pretty straightforward.
ADRO is always like renowned for high quality stuff, which is great. Apart from the other issue that we've still got in terms of sorting the indicators out, which we're working on, I'm getting in touch with a body shop at the moment to see if we can come up with a little modify fix to get that sorted whilst ADRO redesign the bumper for the UK spec cars. There is a big issue, not a big issue, there is a big moment.
Before you mention that,
go on.
You forgot about the front splitter.
Oh, and the front split has been installed now. So it actually looks complete, it looks really nice. So when you get the ADRO kit, you can opt for these eyebrows. And at the time of when I was getting the kit, I was really unsure whether to go for the eyebrows or not. And now I've got one in my hand. This is obviously what it looks like without the eyebrows. Take it in. Have they taken it in? Taking it in. Right, now, this is what it will look like with the eyebrow. And personally, I understand it, but I don't like it. I think it looks cleaner with a mount. It definitely looks more aggressive with a mom, and a lot of people that fit this kit do opt to go for that. But I do think with the car being black, it's aggressive enough without them. But what do you think?
I agree.
Yeah?
I think, I don't know. Should we line both of them up with a little bit of 3M tape just so we can see both of them on the car and see what we think?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. See, I don't know about it.
I like it. It looks like a Supra.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It like extends the bonnet line a bit, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure. We'll get the other side on, then I'll stand back. It ain't right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Now we've put it on, I'm not so offended by it, but
it makes it look a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it does look a lot more. Should we leave them on?
But I think it does look cleaner without them.
It does look cleaner without
So it depends the sort of look you want to go for.
I might have to let you guys in the comments decide that. Guys, in the comments, can you decide whether I should leave the eyebrows on or off? Because I'm probably going to take them off. And then if everyone thinks they look better with them on, I'll put them back on. So I've just took them off again and I think I prefer them with them off. But anyway, we've lowered the car down onto blocks because next up, 2 seconds. Next up, we're going to be installing the side skirts and then the full kit is complete and we'll show you what it looks like off of the ramp. I was stood in front of the car looking at it and I was thinking it's missing something, and that is an AUTOID matte black and gloss black sun strip. So I'm going to start getting that installed whilst Casper is doing the skirts. So the ADRO GR86 is now all complete. Here's what the car looked like from factory. Boring. There was a lot of room for improvement, and now we have completely transformed this car. I am absolutely buzzing with how this car looks now. It has been completely transformed. When I first got this car in stock form, I wasn't a massive fan of it and I knew exactly what I was going to be doing to it. It's all come together absolutely beautifully. But let me show you around the car and a few little close-ups on some of the parts we've changed. Getting started with the front bumper. So as you can see, this front bumper is extremely aggressive, and I don't know why, but it gives me the vibe of the Toyota GT that they recently released. It just looks unreal. It's super aggressive, very aggressive sort of vents here, massive open ducts with these 2 additional vents which they've added in. I also really like that you can see the Venturi ducts a little bit clearer now as well. Still not sure whether to put the headlight eyebrows on or not, but I think I've made the right choice leaving them off. I genuinely think this front bumper tied in with that carbon fibre front splitter makes it look like a whole new car. Obviously it's a Jap spec car now, so I've fitted a massive AUTOID sun strip to it, arguably a little bit too big. Talking about things that might be too big, this rear wing. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely love it, but is it over the top? Yes, it's extremely over the top. I think it's safe to say that this wing produces way more downforce than this car actually needs. Super aggressive rear diffuser. It needs some sort of aggression to keep up with this. And it looks really nice now. We've got the Miltech tips on it as well. I've pulled them out ever so slightly, so it looks a little bit more aggressive, but it's not too much. And lastly, coming around the side, probably one of my favorite parts of the kit is this side skirt. I actually think this might be one of the best side skirts I've seen ADRO release. The way it flows with the body line of the car is absolutely impeccable. You've got like this little scoop line here, and then it comes out really wide and then scoops up like just in line perfectly. It looks so good, and I don't know why and how, but the side skirts make the car look wider, but it does. Overall, if you can't tell, I am absolutely chuffed with the look of this car. It is so sick, and this is exactly what the car needed from factory for me. I understand for a lot of people it's going to be a little bit too much, but in ADRO's main saying, ADRO is not for everybody, but it is for me. Got a place in my heart. I love ADRO. Love you, ADRO. Now, this car looks like a proper race car paired up with 240 brake horsepower. And that is gonna round off this video. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe. We're getting closer to 100K, and I can't wait to see that YouTube plaque. Also, if you like any of the parts, they're all available on the AUTOID store. And if you haven't got a GR86 and you have another car, just use the shop by car feature, and there is loads of models, loads of parts, and we can ship them worldwide. And you get a discount by using code YouTube5. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you actually think about this car. I love it. Wonder if you guys do.